Okay, good morning, everyone. First thing I'd like to do is to introduce myself. We've got two areas represented here today. We've got Middleburg Heights and we've got Van Wert. In Middleburg Heights, Dan Sage is the sponsor, and Van Wert, Leah is the sponsor. But you guys don't know me, so let me just take a quick minute and tell you who I am and this crazy person you're going to be listening to this morning. My name is Ted Baker, and we are the ones who have created the Our Community app. So you're going to be hearing a lot from us. We have a vision for this app I'll be talking more about as we go. But so if you see something coming through from Ted Baker, that's who it is. That's me, and it will always have something to do with the app. Now, I want to talk a little bit just to confirm the purpose of the app, and be sure all of you guys know exactly where this is going to fit into your business. We have created this as a win-win. We want the sponsors to win. We want you guys as what we call participating partners to win. We want the community, the chamber, the city, everybody. This is an app for your community. It can be customized, and we have already customized it to a large degree to your areas, as we have some other areas like Archbold and Loveland. So we're open to ideas. As long as it's going to help you, in this case, help your business grow, promote your business, get in more customers, whatever your business is, we want to talk to you about.
Thank you for calling Dynameyer Brothers. This is Carrie. How can I help you?
Hey, Carrie.
How are you doing today?
Good.
Good.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Carrie.
Let me pull that up really quick. 1 second for me. 2057,
Carrie,
you
can
said?
you? Okay, I just muted Carrie. Okay, I think Carrie got on a phone call. So I'll unmute her in just a few minutes if she gets off. Okay, so we're open to do anything that might help you in your business, and that's what we want this app to do for you specifically, is to help you grow your business. Now, I'm going to go through ways to promote the app. The number one thing with any app is getting people to download it and use it. And that's always people's first question. How do we get people to download and use the app? Because when they use the app, they're going to see your business. They're going to put more business locally with you, and that's exactly what we want. So I want to show you some of the marketing material that we have put together that is available to you. And again, get any thoughts from you on this. The first is Facebook ads. Now, we are also working on Instagram. Most of you probably know today Instagram is more for millennials, and as a boomer, I hate to say this, but Facebook is a little bit more for boomers. Facebook is a little bit easier, so we are doing the Facebook ads first, but we are going to do Instagram as well. So I want to show you some of the ads that we've got. We are constantly coming up with new ads. If you've got thoughts for ads, if you got suggestions, anything, let us know. We want to hear about it. And I'll talk to you in a minute about the best way to communicate within the group. So the first one is targeted at boomers. Now, if you want these ads, all you have to do is to say, Ted, I want to get on the list. Would you please send me ads? We'll do that, and we'll keep you updated. Every time we come up with a new one, we'll send it out to you. I suggest that you post it on your company Facebooks if you've got one, your personal, every family member, business partner, employee, whoever you've got, you want everyone in your area, every time they come out to Facebook, to see one of these ads. We want this to be viral throughout the community. So the first one, whether you're a boomer, millennial boomer, everyone wants to get the most from our hometown. Our community mobile app is the best way to keep up with local events, city notices, where to shop, and more. Don't wait, download today. It's really groovy. Boomers will understand. And there is the ad. Now, people have asked, can we change the text here? Well, it's your Facebook. You can do with it whatever you want. So if you want to do something that is going to help you, you think, on your business, then absolutely put something about your business in there. If you've got a coupon or special offer that you've got, definitely you can mention it. So again, it's your Facebook. You can do with it whatever you want. The only thing I would ask is, if you add any text, let us know for two reasons. Number one, just so that we can stay up to date on what's going out there. And number two, any ideas, because you may give us a great idea we'll include for everyone. Okay, let's look at the next one. This one is for animal lovers. We got a couple of them for animal lovers because that's such a big deal today. And I'll just kind of let you look at this and read through. This is another one for animal lovers. We're trying to hit different markets here. We're trying to just hit different segments of people. This one is for millennials, targeted to them. This one is just a general audience. I love the expression on the kid's face there. By the way, Carrie, I am going to unmute, and okay. We have a feature called Ask a Professional. Now, the idea here is different people around the community, could be attorneys or investment, or could be a plumber, could be the police for security, could be anything. We can list you there, and if somebody has a question in your field of expertise, then they can send you a question, you respond back to them. It's a way to give back to the community. So if any of you feel you've got something you would like to give back, send us an email, or again, I'm going to show you how to communicate better here in just a minute, and say, I would really like to participate, and let us talk to you about that. Because I think this is just a great feature of the app. We do have prizes, and there's different ways each area is going to handle the prizes, but bottom line is, when people come to your business, come to your whatever it is, Van Wert Manor, whatever it is, they can check in. And when they check in, it will enter them into a drawing. And again, each area will do the drawing a little bit different. But the idea is, we want people to come to your place of business. You don't have to do anything. They will simply check in. Now, this has already come up, just so that you know. Somebody says, oh, I forgot to check in. Can I do that later? Absolutely, the next time you come. But if you leave, you can't, you've got to check in while you're there. And that's already come up. If somebody forgot, I'm really sorry, but come back and you can check in again, okay? This is just one of the ways that we're trying to drive business to you. Okay, so these are the Facebook ads that we've got so far. Any questions, any thoughts, ideas from anyone that you'd like to share here?
Hey, Ted.
Yes.
Are those, like all of the graphics and wording of those ads, is that on the like Bitrix? Or can we get them out there so we can download the pictures? And
yes, this is how I am going to send them to you. And as Dan mentioned, Bittrex, which is actually my next tab over, we're going to be talking about this. This is our way of communication. It's a group of us together, kind of like a Facebook group. And this is how we're going to communicate. And if you say, I want the Facebook ads, we will send them to you through Bittrex. So yes, we can do it through email, but honestly, I would rather not, because some of these are larger files and you have problems with the email servers not accepting the larger files. And so to avoid all of that, Bittrex is how we can best communicate together with each other. And we're going to, every week, we're going to have new Facebook ads. Any thoughts from anyone on the Facebook? What do you think of these? I'm not looking just for oh, these are great, although that's perfectly fine if you want to say they're amazing. But how do you see this as something that's going to help promote the app? Any thoughts or comments on them? Susan, what do you think?
Well, I'm kind of just struggling, to be honest with you, as I go along here. We are just reaching out into Van Wert, and I'm looking at these Facebook ads go by, and I see a lot of Middleburg Heights in this and whatever. So forgive me for being on the downside of the ignorance curve for a minute. How do we, you know, if I'm putting this out on our TSC Facebook page,
Mm-hmm.
which I would really like to do. We do a lot of social media.
Okay.
And I'm wanting to promote Van Wert. What are people going to think when they're looking and seeing Middleburg Heights?
Okay. First of all,
That's what I'm concerned about.
Okay. Thank you. And Susan, I'm glad you said that. Yours will say Van Wert, not Middleburg Heights. Loveland will say Loveland. Archbold will say Archbold, etc. So these are all tailored to your areas.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
This is just simply an example. I had to pick one, and I just randomly picked Middleburg Heights as the example. But all of yours will be just like here. Van Wert has professionals who are ready to help. So this will have your individual city.
Okay, that helps me. Thank you very much.
Oh, you betcha. And if you can think, again, any suggestions, critique, I love critique. Call it critique, criticism, I don't care. If you've got thoughts, guys, this is to help you. And so if you can come up with ways to help you, I want to hear about it. Okay. Any other thoughts here? Jackie, what do you think of the Facebook ads?
I think they'll be fine once we see them, you know, for Van Wert and have them once it's live and we come on to it.
Yep. Okay, so let's go down to the next thing, press releases. These will go out. Dan is working right now. Dan's already sent some out. Now, this one just happens to be Loveland. Okay, again, I've just randomly picked different ones. This is Loveland, Ohio. But the idea is we're going to be, your sponsors are going to be sending out press releases to local newspapers, magazines. If you know of any type of media, if you have an in someplace, I think this is a fantastic thing to let either, in your case, Dan or Leah know about. If you know anybody who's got a blog, that would be fantastic. Just know that we are working on professional press releases to go out as well. Now, these are the flyers. Some of you have probably already seen these. These are customized, number one, for the area. Again, I happen to pick Loveland. We've got these for both Van Wert and Middleburg, plus each of your individual logos, phone number, etc., will be shown on here. These we will send to you through the Bittrex. All you have to do is let us know you want it, and some of you already have, and I think even have already received them. But you can take these down to a local printer, and the idea is you print them and hand them out to whoever you can hand them out to. So this is a great takeaway for you. We've got some hotels that are partners, and we can even customize for a hotel in some other areas, some other industries. We can even customize a little bit to be specific to your industry. Again, any idea that you've got on these flyers that you feel will help you promote your business, we would like to hear about it. So just picture your city here. Picture your, we picked something that is easily identifiable. This is a castle. If any of you know anything about Loveland, that's a big tourist thing in Loveland. But again, we're going to have your logo on it. We're going to have your phone number on it, your address, but this will have all the information as to why someone should download the app. So we got Facebook ads, then we've got press releases, then we've got these flyers that each one of you can have printed and hand out to people. Window decals. If you would like a window decal, you've probably already indicated on your partner form that you want a window decal. So those of you that didn't or may have changed, if you want a window decal, let us know. And so this you can put on, wherever you want, and it will identify you as our community participating partner. Again, the goal is we want the Our Community logo and name to be viral throughout Van Wert, viral throughout Middleburg Heights, so that people will go to it, shop at your business, and you get a lot of exposure. Okay, promotional items. This is new, and I highly encourage you to do this. Right now, we've got two things. We're open to any ideas you've got, but what we want with the promotional items is something maybe at your place of business. It could be that you hand these out to people, a lot of different ways that you can use these. But the idea is when somebody does use them, someone else is going to be able to see it. We want it to be visible. So somebody says, what's Our Community? The great app. Go, you can download it for our city. So the first one is a 14-ounce mug, which everybody loves coffee mugs. We encourage you to get some of these. Now, this is obviously your call, but I highly, highly encourage you to do that, so that it's just another way you can hand out the flyers to people. You can then hand out or sell or do whatever you want to do. But 36 of them, they're $9.95 each. 72 plus, they're $8.95 each. And I just encourage you to consider that. We also have, and we've done a lot of research on what the best items are. Grocery totes are huge right now. I think everyone will agree with that. These are great grocery totes with the logo on here. These are $4.95 each, quantities of 100. So if you have any interest in getting some of these promotional items, or if you have any other ideas that you would like to explore, let us know. because you want your customers in every way, everyone who comes into your business, does business with you, you want them in some way to know about the app, any special offers that you've got, etc. Because the more people that get on it, the better everyone is going to be. So this is what we have currently in our marketing kit. And I will be happy to send this document to this PDF to anyone if you would like to have a copy of this. And we're just about to talk about communicating. So you can just let me know. Any thoughts? I would love to hear. Carrie, what are your thoughts on the promotional items? And any questions on this?
Right now, I don't have any questions. I'm just absorbing. I do like the coffee mugs. We've been talking about several promotional items within our office.
Okay.
So that would be something simple we could hand out to our customers, either
Yep.
new customers or clients, potential clients. So,
Well, and someone mentioned the visitor center, like in Van Wert. This would be a great thing for the visitor center to have.
absolutely.
So, guys, we're here to help you promote your business. Okay. You'll get tired of hearing me say it, but I want your ideas. The crazier, the better. If we can do it, we'll do it. So just tell us what you think. No one has ever done an app like this before. No one has anything like this. So we've got no box to be in. The box doesn't exist. So let's just work together creatively and benefit the community, yourselves, and everyone. If you know other businesses, talk to them and say, look, if you're not a partner on this thing, it doesn't cost you anything. You can go out to either the Permort Brothers or the Mature Sage websites, and all of you know this because you've already done it, and you can sign up. That's all it takes, and we'll get you added to the app. So it's super simple, doesn't cost anything. The more the better. So talk to other business owners that you know about this as well. Okay, now let's talk about one other thing that is available to you. One thing that is unique about the app is it is available in what is called a progressive web app version, PWA. Not all apps do this. What PWA means is that it's not only available from Android and iOS, it is also available from a website. Because some people don't use devices, some people don't always have the devices with them. So we can have, here is on our website, both Mature and Permort have this on their websites. Here is an app that is embedded with a PWA version. Everything works exactly the same as the app. It is the app, but it's from a website. If you would like the app to be on your company website so people can access it from there, all you have to do is to let us know. We'll send you the code. It literally is a copy paste in 30 seconds or less. This can be on your website. And now this is our site, so it's got this material on the left. We'd have to look at your page, how this is going to fit, etc., to see exactly the best way. But we'll do that. We'll if we need to, we'll work with your web people so you don't have to fool with this. But I think it would be fantastic for each person to, for all of you to have this available on your websites as well. So if you want that, if you would like an ad for your website for people to know about the app and download it, again, just tell us. We'll work directly with you and help you to get that done. Okay? Now, let's talk real quick about, let me look over here. Oh, if you've got email lists, some of you will already have an email list that you have people subscribe to and send out to. I highly, highly recommend that you send out something to people about the app. If you would like to do that, we can provide the content depending on how you're sending the email list out. If you use something like MailChimp or Constant Contact, we can actually provide you with a really nice looking HTML email that can go out. So if you would like to send something to your current email list, we don't want your email list. We're okay, that's, we don't want it. But we will provide you with whatever you feel you need to send things out to encourage people to download the app. So once again, if you've got thoughts or you just want to kick around some ideas, we'll schedule a time, we'll talk, and do whatever we can to help you to do that with email list or anything else you've got, okay, that you may have some other marketing methods that you're currently using. Okay, let's talk about Bittrex. Some of you have already signed up for Bittrex. Some of you have not. You should have already received an email from Bittrex, and this does come from Bittrex. If you haven't yet, let us know. It could be that yours just hasn't been sent yet, but if you haven't received it, I'd like to know about it so we can just double check. Okay, but the
I can't see it, or if it's just about $1 million coverage because he's filling out the million.
I'm going to okay. Okay, so Bittrex is our system that we keep up with everything, and it has the ability to have what they call a work group. And again, some of you have already signed up and accepted this. Here's what the work group will do for us. Number one, we can send out messages to the entire group. This is a great way for us to get out any kind of message that we want to send out. It could be a new feature. It could be some kind of a great marketing idea somebody had. And you're going to get a message on the group very similar to a Facebook group, okay? And you can come in and see what we send out to you. So this is a great way for us to reach out to everyone. You are also set up with us to receive emails. And all of you received an email with the invite for this webinar. We will be sending regular emails to you with ideas, with thoughts, things shared from other people. Please, guys, open when we send the email. I know you get a lot, but we're not going to send something to you that's not important to you, not to us, but to you. So I encourage you, if you see something come through from us, take a minute to browse it, because it's going to have something that's going to help you. We can also, through here, do polls. So we will send periodic polls. What do you think about adding features? What things, do you feel is benefiting you? Whatever kind of polls we can come up with. So you'll be seeing some polls through the Bittrex group. We can send files out. And this way is a good way for us to get a file out to everyone at one time. Dan, this is a great way for us to send the new Facebook ads, because we can just put it in here and it goes out to everyone. So this is just a good way for us to communicate. Now, I know that Leah is in here. Let me see. Leah, there you are. Okay, I'm going to come over to Leah. And on Bittrex, similar to Facebook, you've got a profile. Now, this is completely up to you, but I encourage you to put a profile picture, let other partners see who you are, fill in the contact information and the about you, and tell a little bit about your business, because this group is so you guys can also interact with each other. Because this will give you the ability to ask someone else, what's working for you? How are you doing? Get to know each other within the partner group. And this will be in all the areas, not just yours, not just in Van Wert or Middleburg Heights, but in all the areas. You can chat with somebody, you can video call. If you go into chat, this is a great way for you, again, to communicate with each other. And this is a great way for us to communicate with you. If you've got a question for us, send an email, not a problem, but I really encourage you to please do it through here and simply come out, go to me, send me an email. Send me a message through Bittrex. It's documented in the system. That way everything's in one place. I think it's going to be just a much, much easier way for all of us to stay in touch with each other. So that's what the Bittrex is about. And I'm really anxious to get every person on this so that we can improve and enhance our communication with you guys. Okay, let me stop for a minute. Any other thoughts or questions at this point?
Hey, Ted, this is Leah.
Yeah, Leah.
I just want to reach out to the Van Wert folks that are listening. We have the app ready to go on Google, but it has not been all the way through the process of Apple. We're just kind of sitting here waiting for them to accept it. Once that's done, I'm going to be working with Brandy. We've already got some things in the works to do, like a launch party with all of our partners so that we can see the app better with all of our information and see how it works. So right now the push is to get all of you partners on there. So when the app is live and ready to go, that there's actually things to see, coupons to look at, and that type of thing. So I hate that it kind of seems like it's in a lull, because it's, we pushed that out a month ago to get you guys signed up, but it's just Apple just needs to just do one more push of a button and then it'll be ready to go. So
yeah, and Leah, I'm glad you said that. And just now that probably anybody else besides us and Leah and Dan are really following this, but Apple is driving us crazy. Okay, Google, it literally takes like 48 hours to get an app published on Google. Apple, they keep coming back, and each time we think we've seen all the things they can come back with, and then they pick something new. Apple is just being a real pain, but we can't do a thing. We follow their process, and that's just it. But we're on top of it. And I do believe it, based on everything we're seeing, it's imminent that it will be live on Apple. But it's very important that we get all of you guys as partners set up. Everybody knows. So there is some preparatory work that is kind of good in a way, but it is imminent now. Middleburg Heights, any of you Middleburg Heights, it is live on Apple and Google. So everything there is go. We're just waiting for the final sign off on Apple for Van Wert. Okay, let me talk about sponsors. The way the app works is a business. In your case, it is Permore Brothers and Middleburg Heights says, we want to be the sponsors for the app for our towns. In Archbold, the chamber wants to be the sponsor. And that's fine too. It's someone is going to be the sponsor, okay? Then once we have the sponsor, then we can begin creating the app for the town, customizing it to them, getting partners on, etc. We are in Ohio. We're working with Archbold, and we're also working with Loveland and a couple of other areas around Loveland. There's actually 3 or 4 other areas around Loveland that are on the app. But there's a lot of other areas. Guys, if you know, any of you know a business in another area, Parma, anything, that you think would be interested in being the sponsor. It could be a nonprofit, it could be a printer, it could be an apartment, it could be any business, okay? It doesn't matter. If you know someone that you think might be interested in being a sponsor, if you can help us get one, you will receive a $400 gift card, Amazon gift card, for every sponsor you help us get. So I want I like win-win deals. So if you know of a business, again, in any area around in Ohio, I don't care where they are, I don't care what area, if it's in Ohio, please contact us. Let's work together, and if we can get them, if you can get us 2 or 3 areas, fantastic. You'll get free gift cards, $1,200. But I really want us to work together to get some others. Our goal is to have every town in Ohio have the app. That is our goal, because everyone's going to benefit then. Everyone. You guys, the more viral this is, the more exposure your business is going to get. So do it selfishly. I have no problem. That's a good kind of selfish, in my opinion. So now, my email is ted@ourcommunity.app. The website for the app is ourcommunity.app. I'm going over to the home page right now. You'll see it up here. Ourcommunity.app. So my email, ted@ourcommunity.app. If somebody wants to know more about the app and the sponsors and stuff, this is the website they can go to answer their questions. But guys, I would really like to hear from you. I'd like to hear from you in a couple of different ways. I'd like to hear from you with ideas, suggestions. I'd love every one of you to say, Ted, we want the Facebook ads, and I'll get those to you immediately. I would love to hear every one of you say, we have email lists, or we have someone to suggest as a sponsor, or whatever. Frankly, I'd love to have just an individual conversation with each one of you and personalize this to you, and think about ways that we can't help you market your business better. So if you'd like to do something like that, any of the above, all you got to do is send me an email, tell me what you want, and we'll do it, because we're all in this together. We all have a vested interest. We all want to help the communities. So tell me what we can do, and we'll do everything possible. Okay, I was going to try my best to keep this at 45 minutes. I know everybody's busy, and I've actually got 4 minutes. So trust me, none of you want to hear my stand-up routine for 4 minutes. So why don't we have any questions or anything that somebody might have before we, oh, if you want a copy of this recording, that's another thing to include in your email to me. So any thoughts, questions, ideas that you've got right now? Do all of you feel better now and feel more informed now than you did when we first got on? And even more importantly, do any of you still feel confused about anything? If you do, please tell me what that is and let's clear it up.
I'm always confused, Ted.
Yes, I know. I know. You know, Dan and I have a lot in common. You know, confusion is just a normal state of affairs, and with me, so I'm used to it, and you know that's okay. I work well in a confused state. Okay, so anybody else here that has any questions, anything at all? I notice here that Courtney, you're muted. I think you did that. I don't think I did. So Jackie, Lynn, Susan, anybody, Carrie, anybody thoughts, questions? Okay. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Oh, I was just going to say, I can't think of anything right off the top of my head at the moment. Sometimes it's more important for me to just, now that I've got some clarification on the different components of this, getting in and just working with it sometimes leads me to have the questions that will help the process come along a little easier.
You know what? I'm exactly the same way. Makes perfect sense to me. Well, guys, you've got my contact information. You know who I am now. Think about it. Please, the Bittrex is very important. If you can go through your any trash or spam in case it went there, hopefully it didn't. If you have not received an email about Bittrex, please let me know that so that we can get everybody set up so that we can communicate together well. If you got time for a 30-minute call or something, tell me. I'd love to just sit down and talk to each one of you individually with ideas. So please. Okay, guys, have a great rest of the day, rest of the week, and we look forward to working together with everyone.
Thanks, Ted.
Thank you.
Okay. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.